Hello, ARMY! Welcome back to BTS K POP, your #1 source for the latest BTS updates, viral moments, and breaking stories straight from Seoul. If you love staying ahead on everything about the boys, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's dive into today's story. Wait, did that just happen? In the middle of the performance, one unexpected moment between Jungkook and V has fans completely losing their minds. A quick glance, a subtle smile, and one surprising interaction on stage, and suddenly the internet can't stop talking about it. Was it spontaneous? Was it planned? Or was it something much deeper that fans instantly noticed? From the crowd's explosive reaction to the viral clips spreading everywhere, this moment has become one of the most talked about BTS stage interactions. And trust me, once you see what happened, you'll understand why everyone is freaking out. It happened in seconds, but for fans watching closely, it felt much bigger than just a normal stage interaction. The energy of the performance was already intense, the crowd was loud, and every member was fully focused on the choreography. But in the middle of all that movement, something unexpected happened between Jungkook and V. At first, it seemed small, almost too small to notice. A quick turn, a sudden pause, and a moment where their eyes met in a way that felt different. Fans immediately picked up on it, because with them, even the smallest gesture can carry so much meaning. And this time, it wasn't just another performance detail. What made the moment feel so powerful was how natural it looked. There was no hesitation, no awkwardness, just a brief but genuine connection in front of thousands of people. In a performance where every move is carefully timed, unexpected moments stand out, and this one stood out more than anyone expected. As the performance continued, fans couldn't stop replaying that exact part. Social media exploded with clips, slowed down edits, and theories about what it could mean. Some fans said it was just instinct, two performers reacting naturally in the moment. Others believed it showed the kind of bond that can't be hidden, even on stage. What makes interactions like this so important is the history between them. Over the years, Jungkook and V have shared countless memorable moments of laughter, support, and silent understanding that fans have followed closely. That's why this interaction felt different. It wasn't random. It felt like part of a much bigger story. People began analyzing everything, the timing, the body language, the expressions. Fans noticed how quickly Jungkook reacted and how Taehyung's expression changed for just a second before returning to the performance. It was subtle, but in that subtlety, fans found something real. For many, the most surprising part wasn't the interaction itself, it was how emotional the audience became afterward. The reaction online proved how deeply connected fans feel to these small moments. Because sometimes the smallest interactions reveal the strongest connections. And as more footage from different angles started appearing, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a random stage moment. It was the kind of moment that reminds everyone why their chemistry continues to capture attention no matter how much time passes. But the real question remained, what exactly happened in that split second that made fans react so strongly? And why did it feel so different from all the moments before? Because when the backstage details started surfacing, the story became even more interesting. As more clips of the performance began spreading online, fans started noticing details that were almost impossible to catch the first time. What looked like a simple stage interaction at full speed suddenly felt much more intense when slowed down. Every glance, every movement, every tiny shift in expression between Jungkook and V became the center of endless discussion. One of the biggest reasons this moment gained so much attention was timing. It didn't happen during a break or an unscripted backstage clip. It happened right in the middle of a major performance where focus is everything. That alone made people question whether this was pure instinct or something that naturally happened because of the connection they've built over years of performing together. Fans began comparing it to older performances, bringing up similar moments from the past where the two shared quick, almost invisible exchanges on stage. Those moments had always been there, but this one felt stronger. Maybe it was the intensity in the way they looked at each other. Maybe it was
the way neither of them seemed surprised by the interaction. Whatever it was, it felt familiar, like a bond that had never faded. What stood out even more was the reaction immediately after. Jungkook seemed to carry that energy forward, performing with even more intensity, while Taehyung's expression held a certain softness that fans quickly noticed. It was brief, but enough to spark endless conversations. For longtime fans, this wasn't just about one viral clip, it was about what the clip represented. Over the years, BTS has shown an incredible level of teamwork and trust, but the individual chemistry between members often reveals something deeper. And when it comes to Jungkook and Taehyung, their connection has always felt unique. Some fans pointed out how comfortable they looked, as if moments like this happen more often than people realize. Others focused on the emotional side, saying there was something unspoken in that interaction, something impossible to script. The more people watched, the more questions appeared. Was there something that happened before they went on stage? Did they share a private joke or conversation that influenced the moment? Or was it simply the natural result of years of friendship, trust, and shared experiences? What made it even bigger was how quickly the fan community united around it. Different interpretations, different theories, but one shared feeling that the moment mattered. It wasn't just entertaining, it felt personal. And then something unexpected happened. A new angle from the audience surfaced, one that showed a detail no one had noticed before, a detail that changed how fans saw the entire interaction and made the moment even more unforgettable. Just when fans thought they had seen everything, a new audience-recorded angle began circulating online, and suddenly the conversation around Jungkook and V reached a whole new level of intensity. From the original front-facing clips, the interaction already looked meaningful, but this new angle captured something different, something hidden from the main camera. It showed the seconds leading up to that now viral moment, giving fans context they didn't have before. What stood out immediately was how aware they seemed of each other even before the interaction happened. Jungkook's attention appeared to shift first, almost like he was tracking Taehyung's movement before they crossed paths. Taehyung, meanwhile, seemed completely focused on the performance until the exact second their paths aligned. And then it happened. That split-second exchange looked even more powerful from this perspective. The body language felt unmistakably natural. There was no dramatic pause, no exaggerated gesture, just a seamless moment of connection in the middle of a high-pressure performance. But sometimes those are the moments that speak the loudest. Fans immediately noticed one specific detail, the way both of them adjusted their movements afterward. It was subtle, but noticeable enough to spark more discussion. Some believed it showed how in sync they are, able to adapt to each other without words. Others felt it revealed something emotional, a level of understanding built over years that can't be taught. What made this new footage even more compelling was the crowd reaction in real time. You could hear the sudden shift in energy from the audience, as if people nearby understood instantly that something special had just happened. That raw reaction added another layer to the story. Within hours, fan edits, analysis videos, and reaction posts flooded social media. People zoomed in on expressions, replayed movements frame by frame, and debated what the moment really meant. And while interpretations varied, one thing stayed consistent. Everyone agreed it felt genuine. For longtime followers of BTS, authenticity is what makes these moments unforgettable. The group has always been known for powerful performances, but it's the human moments in between, the unplanned reactions, the instinctive connections, that stay with fans the longest. And this interaction between Jungkook and Taehyung felt exactly like that, unplanned, unscripted, and impossible to ignore. But the biggest surprise came later. As the viral stage interaction continued gaining attention, fans began looking back at everything that happened before the performance. And that's when many realized there may have been an earlier clue, something so small at the time that almost nobody thought twice about it. Hours before stepping on stage, Jungkook and V were seen during pre-show preparations, moving through the usual routine of rehearsals, final adjustments, and backstage coordination. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual. It looked like any other performance day. But after the stage moment went viral, fans revisited every available clip from that day with a different perspective. One detail quickly caught attention: the way they seemed unusually aware of each other,
even in casual moments. Whether it was standing near each other during rehearsal transitions or briefly exchanging looks while staff moved around them, fans felt there was a quiet connection building long before the performance even started. What made this more interesting was how relaxed they looked. There was no physical tension, no distance, nothing that suggested awkwardness. Instead, there was a kind of silent familiarity, the type that doesn't need words to be understood. Fans began piecing the timeline together. First, the backstage clips, then the rehearsal moments, then the now famous stage interaction. Seen separately, each moment looked ordinary, but together they painted a completely different picture. Some fans suggested that whatever happened on stage wasn't spontaneous at all. It may have been the natural continuation of an energy they had been carrying the entire day. Others believed it reflected something deeper, the comfort that only comes from years of growing, struggling, and succeeding together. And that idea resonated strongly, because the history between them has always been layered. Since their early days in BTS, both have evolved dramatically as artists and individuals. Through tours, long rehearsals, emotional milestones, and personal growth, they've built a connection that fans have watched mature over time. And maybe that's why this latest interaction felt so powerful. It wasn't about one touch or one glance. It was about everything behind it.
And when those older moments resurfaced, fans began seeing the viral interaction in a completely different light. Because suddenly, it didn't feel like one unexpected event. It felt like another chapter in a story that had been unfolding for years. But the most surprising part was still ahead. A reaction from another BTS member, caught only for a second during the performance, would soon make fans question whether even the people on stage noticed exactly what had happened. Just when fans thought the story had reached its peak, another detail emerged, one that shifted the conversation once again. This time, it wasn't about the interaction itself. It was about who seemed to notice it. As more performance footage surfaced from different angles, some fans began focusing beyond Jungkook and V. They started watching the other members of BTS, curious if anyone else reacted in that exact moment. And then, they found it. In the middle of the choreography, for just a brief second, another member appeared to glance toward Jungkook and Taehyung right after the interaction happened. It was quick, so quick that most people missed it the first time. But once fans noticed, it became impossible to ignore. That tiny reaction sparked a whole new wave of discussion. Was it coincidence? Did they notice something unusual? Or was it simply a normal stage adjustment that fans were reading too deeply into? What made the moment so fascinating was the timing. The glance happened almost immediately after the interaction, creating the impression that something about it stood out, even to the people sharing the stage. Fans began replaying the footage repeatedly, comparing angles and syncing clips to understand the sequence better. Theories grew more detailed. Some believed the reaction was nothing more than natural stage awareness. After all, experienced performers constantly monitor each other during live performances, but others felt there was more to it. They pointed out how quickly the atmosphere seemed to shift afterward, not in a dramatic way, but in subtle energy. Jungkook carried himself with sharper intensity, while Taehyung seemed calmer, almost reflective for a few moments. That contrast only deepened the mystery. What's fascinating about moments like these is how much meaning fans can find in the smallest details. In live performances, everything moves fast, but when thousands of people are emotionally invested, even a single look can become part of a much larger story. And for Jungkook and Taehyung, their history makes every interaction feel important. Over the years, fans have watched their friendship evolve through different stages: playful, competitive, supportive, and deeply familiar. They've seen moments of chaos and moments of calm, but one thing has remained consistent: an ability to understand each other without needing words. And that's what made this recent interaction resonate so strongly. It wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, but it felt real.